The morning sun cast golden rays over the homestead, illuminating the quiet strength in Nyambura's eyes. She stood at the threshold of her mother's home, while laughter and sorrow had woven the fabric of her childhood. Akoko, her mother, a pillar of unwavering wisdom. She knew deeply it was up to Nyambura's choice. The path ahead, she said, is yours to walk, but never forget where you came from. A journey like this, one may wonder, what should I carry? What should I leave out? Where is my inventory? She stood by herself in the middle of the night and decided to only pack the things necessary, because her journey was not like any other. It was a journey of enlightenment, wisdom, and a long, long road waiting for her ahead. She knew she had to make the right choice. One may wonder, was she going to get eternal happiness? Their magic? Was something going to fall out of the sky, make her so happy? But she knew. Yet Akoko never knew she was going to face hours adversity. Not only was she going to lose her daughter to the mission, but she was going to face the brute side of their in-laws who only knew how to take. Tension built up around the village. A woman of steel, whom everyone once knew was a fighter, Akoko. Was she going to lose this time? No one could come with a conclusive thought, and rumors ravaged the lands. The woman of steel had finally broken. The village was filled with pity, for Akoko was a pillar. So strength even in the weakest. She too was strong, and the villagers could not help but talk. And as they looked at her, the whole conversation was full of pity. No one could believe the once strong woman had become a shell.
I know she has lost both her sons, her husband, and her only daughter, who had a miscarriage, is far away from her. Surely she has lost.
Hold your horses. You've forgotten that his husband is the most strongest chief around, and he's like so nice to her.
I know of her, but sasa hii tragedy it's too much for her. It's too much.
But she's strong though. Let's wait and see what she'll do.
But the greatest fiend, he was there for blood. He wanted all.
Why are you ladies just sitting? Is there no work to be done?
I'm with you with that, sir. Imagine this tradition should be upheld and the land should belong to the clan.
Where is she?
Finally, Jared, his puppet, he wanted all too.
Akoko. Akoko. We should have a discussion about this later. Now that my brother is gone, the chief's land belongs to the family. It is tradition.
Have you no shame? What a disrespectful man you are. Otieno, you come here early before even the fire of the morning has cooled to talk about land. Have you no shame to your own brother?
Akoko, it is the way of things. A widow's place is not to argue, but to accept.
Hear this. I am not just a widow. I am the mother of Awar's children and the keeper of his legacy. Touch this land and you'll see what a widow can become.
We shall see what the council will say about this.
For Otieno was the chief's brother. He thought he would have a say with the new chief. He knew justice too, and his ruling well.
Akoko, you've brought your case to the council. Speak right now.
Honorable elders, my husband, Chief Owar KOMBO, had entrusted me with his land. However, Otieno wants to tear apart his legacy in the guise of tradition. What is tradition if not honoring the departed?
This is nonsense. The land belongs to the men of the clan. A woman has no place to claim it.
I have been taken from my mother's land to a new land. I have toiled and I have brought new fruit. Should I be unfairly kicked out from my own property?
You should have a low voice when talking to men. Don't they have respect for elders where you come from?
You are the wrong ones.
And what of a man's word, Otieno? My husband's word, spoken before these very elders, naming me the stewardess of his land. Do you dishonor the man that you call brother?
By having you here, we are dishonoring our customs and manners.
We've heard what you have to say. You've presented your case and we've heard. And so we have to discuss this matter with the individuals not present, so we are supposed to come up with a conclusion.
The wise council too was torn, for they knew the level of favor Otieno brought to their mission. Yet Akoko, being a woman, would be sidelined, but they knew they had to do the right thing and call the right shots. Had to be brought, and the chief looked them in the eyes one last time and knew he had to make a verdict. So he said,
Akoko, the council of elders has heard your case, and your husband's word was this bond. And your land belongs to you and for your children and for their children to come.
Wise Council of Elders, thank you for letting me keep my land.
Once again, you've proven to be a strong and resilient woman. You've won our hearts by your strong courage and your fight for justice.
rage may blind even the wisest, but power distributed to the right ones will always lead to justice. Akoko, now freed and in the favor of the chief, knew she could progress in her life. One milestone, and her hope was back. She could fight another day. They cancel. They could go back to their old lives and be themselves.